let's start it off with the horseshoe.
Come on.
Let's go to the shoe. Wisconsin at Ohio State. Ohio State currently a 14.5-point favorite. It's 11 a.m. on Fox. It's the big noon kickoff in Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Ohio State 9-1 straight up and 8-2 against the spread of their last 10 meetings with Wisconsin. Ohio State 6-1 against the spread so far this year. They did not cover against Florida Atlantic. They have covered everything ever since. They are rolling right now. Wisconsin got caught last week by Illinois. If you look at the stats, you wouldn't believe it. And they got caught by not taking some chances. Sometimes when you're the better team, you got to take some risks. You got to go for it instead of settling for 20 and 23-yard field goals, whatever it was. Wisconsin just wasn't ready to play. And I think they might have been looking ahead to this one. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think they were trying to play safe.
I think they were too.
I think that that's just not a smart way to do it.
No, not at all. But
I think it cost them.
We went to see Ohio State in person in Evanston, Illinois last week.
They're fast.
They're really fast.
But they can be moved.
They can be got on the lines.
Yeah.
And Wisconsin are the kings of doing that.
I'm crazy excited to watch this offensive line against that defensive front. That's all I want to see.
Did you see the time of possession in the Wisconsin-Illinois game?
Well, Wisconsin's going to dominate time of possession in every game they play.
Yeah, I mean, they're number one in the country right now.
Yeah, but I think we talk about Army and Navy and the military academies because of the way they play football, but Wisconsin will hang 40 on you and control the time of possession forever.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
even with Wisconsin's turnovers last week, which eventually led to them losing the ball game, still number 10 in the country in turnover margin. Ohio State is number 4 in that regard. Wisconsin offensive yards per play, they're number 45 in the country at 6.12. Ohio State defensive yards per play is number 2. Ohio State offensive yards per play, they're number 7. Wisconsin defensive yards per play, number 1. So on a yards per play basis, these are the 2 best defenses in the country. And I could not be more excited about this. I mean, it is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and make some picks here. Like I'm going Wisconsin to cover. I love that I'm getting more than 2 touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
And I'm guessing you're doing the same thing.
I'm doing the same thing.
Wisconsin to cover, Ohio State to win. You like Wisconsin, don't you?
I'm gonna call the upset.
All right. I'm with you.
But I hate myself if it happens and I didn't say it. I know only a dog and a fool return to the vomit over and over again. All right. And walking in front of Ohio State is like walking in front of a train. I get it. I've done it. And it hadn't been great. But,
But at some point, they're going to.
Sometimes when you're dumb, you don't learn.
Yeah. Almost every college football team loses at some point.
And I don't see this Ohio State team losing many games. But if they're not going to go undefeated, I think it's going to be this one.
It could be this one at home where you're comfortable.
Not just at home and comfortable, but we're all amped up for this coming game. And then now you're like, man, they didn't show up last week. He's got some dogs. They're overrated. Let's start worrying about Penn State.
Yeah.
And that's how you get got.
Now, you're right about that. All right, let's move into